and it is my Sunday reset. I've been busy. I've been crazy busy, and I've been letting some, housework fall at the wayside. And the last couple of weekends, I have not been doing my full on Sunday reset. What do I mean by this? Hello, Insaf. What do I mean by this is that once a month, I need to do a complete overall reset when it comes to housework, when it comes to just checking where my, expenses are. I need to do that tasks that nobody likes. I like them because I've made sure that my brain, okay, it is on. This happened before where the mic wasn't on, where my brain just lets things fall through the cracks. And the bottom line is this: we cannot do everything. In a previous video, I shared how do I get everything done? I need to choose what is important for that day, and I need to focus on that. But then things fall through the cracks. I'm so glad you can't see the rest of the house because I've got groceries. I'm busy finishing up my potato salad because we're having a braai this afternoon. Braai, not barbecue. And then I need to work on Brave and Visible. I need to send emails. I've got 200 emails that I need to go through, and I know a lot of them are not beneficial to my life, so I'm going to have to unsubscribe. There's 2 memberships that I'm currently enrolled in. Actually 3. One personal development that I'm going to be focusing on every single day. And this is Growth Day with Brandon Brashard. Asked me for my referral link. And this has been a big impactful change in my life. I found this 3 years ago. And it's been wonderful to see that journey and also where I started. Free membership, then paying like a $50 one, then getting myself up to paying the yearly fee, which has been a wonderful and amazing thing. But the bottom line is Sunday reset, you have to figure out what works for you. So for me, I have to sometimes say no to going out. And the Sunday reset can be any single day of the week. But you have to sit down and really be mindful of where your finances are. I've really been slipping up on that. And then also doing the grocery check-in. Even if you have help, you still need to do this. Even if you have somebody that's cleaning for you, you still have to do this. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because someone is going, Bernie, I see people doing stuff, but I don't have the time. My friend, I don't have the time either. I need to say no, and I need to say yes to things that's going to serve me in that moment. I have to clean. I have to do the clean reset. You have to sit with your finances. I'm going to be more diligent. So I'm going to choose a day out of the week where I'm just going to allocate 30 minutes to doing that. The Sunday reset is completely checking, laundry, seeing what needs to get repurchased for the kids, making sure that accounts are paid, making sure like I need to sort out the grass. Guys, we all have got things that we need to do. But at the same time, you decide what you're going to say yes to. I wake up earlier. I will stay up later than everyone else in the house. I will do whatever I need to do to make sure that I achieve what I want to achieve. This week, there's a couple of maintenance things. We still have maintenance. Hello, hair needs to get done. Nails need to get done. Cooking for the week needs to get done. I'm going to start implementing like a meal prep or schedule for cooking because I'm also trying to eat a lot healthier and cut out snacking and sweets and sugar and all of this stuff. But for me today, when I get off here with you, is I'm going to organize the kitchen, pack things away. I've bought apples, pears, naartjies. So that's going to be my snack go-to. I love dates. I've got dates with almond butter. And then I am going to try out this new protein nougat that's supposed to be sugar-free. So maybe I think I'll just share that in the stories. But I'm sacrificing going to sit on the beach for the peace for the next 2 weeks because I'm going to be busy. And then the following weekend, I'm in Johannesburg. So this week, I'm going to map out and plan my packing. Yes, a week in advance, because I don't want to be scatterbrained, because it's my birthday soon, 24th of September. Send prayers. I love prayers. And then I really love candles. I love vouchers. I love the spa. Remember, if you don't ask, you don't get. I'm just putting it out there. But it's so important to protect your peace. By saying no or asking if I can just show up for an hour and I need to leave. I was so tired last weekend. When I say I was so tired, I felt like I went out partying for 3 nights and I didn't sleep because I was that busy doing stuff that I wanted to do though. And it crept up. It showed up in the rest of my week. It showed up in not being organized. It showed up with not planning for the week. I'm going to go sort out the kitchen, and I'm going to come sort out the room. Then I'm going to sort out the laundry. Then I'm going to sit with my journal and I'm going to see what has worked so far this week. I'm going to write down what has worked this week, what didn't work. Waking up later did not work, so that I'm going to have to improve. Going to bed super early, that didn't work, so that I have to improve. Not being on my bicycle, not cycling on the stationary bike or going for the walk, that did not work. And then I'm going to just implement it. I'm going to find ways to implement it this week. And then also focusing on brave and visible. That's going to take a lot of energy. It's going to take a lot of focus. When I say that I'm excited for this course, it truly is an understatement because I've put in so much work. I've done so much preparation. And then because of the memberships that I'm in, you also then get to get the tips and the tools that I've learned this previous week. Bottom line is this: the best thing to do for the week is to prepare. Preparation is the key to everything. Everything that I have right now, everything that's going on is intentional. Like I know on Wednesday, I've got the segment with BFM. I know this week what needs to get done. I've got a podcast interview. I'm working on the next masterclass. And then I'm working on another business. Why am I telling you this? Because we don't acquire the things that we want by just wishful thinking. I am somebody that is going to take you along for the journey, and to those that has followed for the past couple of years, you can see the difference. But if you don't prepare, you're not going to get everything done. If you don't take the 1 hour, it's going to take me 1 hour. I'm going to listen to a lesson from House of Manifestation. It's going to take me 1 hour to reset the house. And then I can focus on me. Hello, Tanasha. Tanasha is a wonderful, oh man, this woman, I heard her speak in Johannesburg. And she gave us also a lot of tips. And she's a mom and she's a woman. And we are allowed to dream as mothers, ladies. And gents, if you're on here, allow your woman to dream and support her. But that reset is so super important. Knowing and mapping out the week and prioritizing you. Wake up an hour earlier. Go to bed an hour later. But work on that business. Work on that side hustle. Nobody's going to give it to you. And that is my TED Talk. Hey, Queen. That's my TED Talk for today. And if I can just sum it all up, you are important. You are allowed to dream. And unfortunately, with the way the world works, we have to sometimes do a lot of things before we do us. Because we feel guilty when we're not cleaning. We feel guilty when we're not doing the stuff for everyone else. But I want to give you permission today to go out, do the things, but you can leave lunch early to come and do your reset for the week and not having to feel guilty about the family. You don't have to go out with your friends. You can sleep in perhaps if you need to every once in a while. Whatever it is that you need to do, when you can do it, do that. But you also need to know what it is that you need. I know right now I need to prioritize my health. So soon I'm going to be doing the doctor's visits. I've been pushing my body and I love what I do. But I also know that if I continue to push my body, it's not going to be good for me in the long run. So, what have you been putting off for months? We are close to ending 2025, and some of you have not even gone for your doctor's yearly visit, or your pap smear, or your mammogram, or refilled your vitamins, or checked your hormones. Go out and do that. And if you have a business plan, start working on it every single day for an hour. And I promise you, you will find the time. I went from, I don't know, I'm going to find the time for the memberships to finding 3 hours a day to working on my business amongst all of the other things and hats I have to wear. Go out and be awesome.